Hello everyone, welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. How's it going, Sword Talon 1? Yes, happy Dragon Age Wednesday. I was just kind of thinking about the stuff that's left to do in this game, and this might be the penultimate stream for the main game of Dragon Age Origins. We'll see how far we get, but we do start off with Alistair and my Warden character being uncomfortably close in their underwear in the jail cell. So we were arrested after trying to rescue Queen Honora, and we had the option to wait and let our other party members break us out, or we could try to take matters into our own hands. So that's what we're going to do. And because I'm a good lockpick, I can just pick the lock and go.
Shall be done.
And just punch the crap out of this guy. So there are different ways that you can sort of go about that you can actually go about getting out of the jail cell. For example, I think if you're playing a female character, you can actually like try to sweet talk the guard and then get the key off them, or I think you can like antagonize them to the point where they come and fight you. And you get the key from them that way. So there's different ways that you can escape, or if you're a rogue, you can just pick the lock and walk out. In this chest, we'll have all of our gear, which thankfully it auto-equips on us, but if we go into our inventory, that does now mean that every single item in our inventory is highlighted yellow, indicating that it's something that, like a new pickup, so... although without those ones, I'm one love letter away, really? Hopefully I can find it. I hope I can find it. I really want to finish that one. But those, oh, did I not sell Logain's Crown? Huh. Yeah, so I just want to unhighlight these because it's going to annoy me. Alright. Best start to the stream ever there, yeah. And here we have just, the torture chamber. Nothing to see here. So what's interesting about this section too is that if you choose to like go after the ward, like if you choose to wait for your companions to come and rescue you, I've only done it once, honestly. I've always done the prison escape on the warden side of things, but I'm pretty sure you also only pick 2 characters. I could be wrong on that, though. If I ever stream this one again, which at some point I probably will, I'll be sure to like try to make opposite decisions.
As you say.
Which is one of the things that I love about like this game in particular, is that there's just so many choices that you make throughout the course of the play that it really opens itself up to like to replay, to make different choices. It affects some of the quests that you do. Okay, so here we actually find an armor stand that will allow us to put on the guard uniforms and basically try to sneak our way out. I guess, oh man, I completely forgot about that choice too, because that would have been a great poll, because I'm essentially at the point where I'm done with the vote polls for Origins, because like there's certain events that I want to make sure happen. So we're we're kind of done with the voting here on this one, but this would have been a great one, I guess, for like the last possible topic. But yeah, you know what? Let's actually put the uniforms on. Yeah, let's put the uniforms on. Let's go stealth. And I want to say that this also, yeah, so we put the uniforms back and it just keeps our so this is kind of like what we had before with the costume, so it overrides the appearance. But I think if we ever get found out, I think we immediately just revert back to our normal gear. But we'll try being a little sneaky first time around.
What's the password? It's kind of
Rosebud.
fruity for a password, don't you think?
Blighted green recruits. Nobody gets through without it.
Okay, so if you do the stealth options by you wearing the uniforms, you actually have to go and try to learn this information, and there are certainly ways to do it. So we'll just explore around, and I think we can actually find it here.
Been made a corporal by now. You never see them stuck polishing the rust.
Hey, are you relieving me? It's about time.
Yes.
Mind the blighted chainmail? The commander will skin us both if he finds any rust.
Okay. I remember there being a section, or did I steal the password? Hold on. Like, did this guy basically do the equivalent of writing it on a post-it note? Okay, no, he did not. So I normally just do the straight combat, so I gotta be honest, I'm a little uncertain where to find the individuals that I learned the password from, but I'll get there. It has to be, you know, in one of these doors here. Oh, I think these are the guys.
Forgot the blighted password again. That's why I write it down every day. Keep it in my pocket. I got stuck on the second floor hallway for 3 hours last week. I swear those guards are possessed by demons or something.
Alright, so yeah, so he has the he's the one that has the password written down. Okay. I remembered how I get it, I just forgot who I got it from. So we're actually going to enter stealth mode here to see if we can pull this off. Try not to get inside of his character model. All right, so we just got the password. So if we go into our quest section, the password is rabbit. Oh, I guess we can't actually go through that door. And I can't remember. I think we could actually get all the way out without having to get into a single fight, aside from that one guard. So we'll see just how far we can get.
Ah, you must be the new recruits we were expecting. You're late.
Yep, that's me, the new
rest of
recruit,
your
and definitely
patrol is
not
in
the person that
storage
you
room.
just locked
Find
up.
them and get yourselves ready for inspection.
Okay, round up the guards in the storage room. It seems the colonel has decided that you are one of the guards assigned to patrol duty, or detail. He wants you to round up the other guard who are in the storage room. Maybe if you play along and get out of there. But I think I could just... Can I... Hold on. Let's get selfish here. Alright, and steal. Let's play it out as much as we can.
Did you need something? Thank the Maker.
What are we going to do about him, though?
Is there some problem?
So the assistant quartermaster is a little miffed with us at present.
I told you we should have put those potatoes in the cellar straight away.
Some things went amiss. Mistakes were made. The quartermaster got chewed out by Tern Logain, and then he chewed out the assistant.
And now to get back at us for landing him in trouble, the assistant quartermaster won't give us our blades. And you can't pass inspection without a regulation sword.
Don't you have a sword strapped to your back right now?
He's down the hall in the armory.
Maker, help us.
Okay, yeah. I mean, like I said, I stole the password, so I could have just gotten out right away. But yeah, let's actually try. Let's actually try playing this out a little bit here. Uh Uh-oh, I might not be... Actually, I might not be able to, because I may have done things out of sequence. Oh, Regulars Armory. Okay. I think we're still good. We can just go into this other one. So this is the one where I got the stuff from in the first place. Nope, there's just nobody here. But there is a weapons rack, so let me actually explore that. That might give me what I need. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. Wasn't worried at all. Oh, geez, I left it in solo mode. Let's there we go.
I can't believe.
Okay, so I think I just have to get the swords.
I can't believe we're actually going to go on patrol. We could fight back.
So, you think you're ready to go on your first patrol mission, do you?
Yep.
That's what I like to hear. You there!
Yes, sir.
Stand up straight. You're a soldier in the King's army, and the King's own men don't slouch. And you!
Yes, sir.
Stop fidgeting! You can fidget on your own time!
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Kiss arse.
You there, Blondie.
Yes, sir.
What's the one thing a soldier can't do without?
What do I tell him?
Okay, so... this... I think this is actually what the guys were just saying, like, they can't patrol without a regulation sword.
Sir.
Oh, you really are as dumb as you look.
Oh,
You
no,
rogues aren't
okay.
good enough for patrol yet. You two are assigned to scrub the kennel floors. Maybe it'll knock some sense into you. Dismissed!
Alright, so what does it say now? There's no way you can pass inspection now. Okay, so I screwed that up. That's not a big deal. That's not a big deal, because I do have the password already, so I can just leave. Whoops. If I go the right way. Not back into the prison. So I was wrong. I was definitely wrong about that. Oh, jeez, I wonder what the actual answer to that is now. Not a big deal,
What's
though.
the
We're fine.
password?
The password
Go on
is
through.
a rabbit.
Go on through.
Yeah, I'm working on it here.
And where do you think you're going?
Oh, maybe you can't get through all the way without fighting. We'll try persuade.
Very well. Get to the barracks and stay out of trouble.
No, geez, actually, maybe we can. How close am I to gaining a level?
What do you want? Hey, hold up just a minute. Didn't I see you brought in earlier? You're that
Oh,
warden
okay,
who
well...
killed Taryn Howe. Prisoner on the loose!
Enemies approaching.
Alright, well, yeah, I was considering just fighting anyway, so...
Very well.
We do get more experience this way.
Shall be done.
Oh, I gotta also activate my abilities here. So we'll start with momentum. And dueling.
Quickly, we must fight.
Well, since we tipped everyone off... Alright, Alistair, what do you say? Did we just go back and finish off everyone that we left behind us? Sure. Let's do that. And as you can see, it immediately took away the guards' uniforms. So we did both. So at that point, I'm pretty sure I think there may have been one more stealth-based thing we'd have to do to get out of the actual like prison. But now we don't have to worry about it. That was kind of a cool delayed reaction. Oh, Alistair's going right for it, so yeah, so we're done with polls as far as this like Origins goes is concerned, but there is a few other polls that we can do. Regulation sword. I feel bad. I actually kind of like them. Can I actually open this door now, or is that still not a thing? Okay. Yeah, because there are three DLC like missions, or sort of like self-contained stories that you can do as well. Two of them involve your character here. So the warden that you make for Origins, there are two. There's a DLC where you're going back into the deep roads. It's the Golems of Angmark or something like that. And then there's Witch Hunt, which uses the Warden character that you made. And then the third one is Liliana's Song, which is actually like the backstory for the Liliana character. And that was actually really cool. Although when I played it, when I first downloaded this game, there was a bug where like the last two cutscenes just like played it, like they played, and then they played a second time, like each one played twice before the game actually ended. It's kind of weird, but
What do you... Wait, you don't belong in here? Guards!
Oh, great. No wonder to stop for lunch, too.
what guards? You're all by yourself? Okay. Boy, I actually kind of feel bad about this now, because he's literally... But he did not. He did not do anything. So there's a little bit of like bugginess, obviously, in something like this, and I want to say that because the servers aren't up anymore, there are certain like bug fixes that you don't get anymore, like updates that you just don't get anymore. So that may be why certain things like that will, like the Liliana's Song cutscene issue, like that may have been why that happened.
Right. Make us save us. We're under attack.
Okay, so yeah, there was one last thing that we had to do, because there was that door. That door was locked, and we basically, I think we had to do something to get it unlocked. Now, scaring the priestess there obviously unlocked it, and there we have the characters, two characters with us. And these, yeah, so it's Morrigan and Liliana, so they must have been the ones that we had. Did we have Liliana with us?
Are you alright? You know, I'm almost disappointed we didn't get to try our plan. Oh well.
I don't know if I had Liliana with us or not. Maybe it just takes the top two characters in your rotation. But yeah, so we got Morrigan there, we got Liliana. Well, we'll see, because if Liliana has multiple levels, then we'll know. No, it just says the one. Just pump it all in the common. Yeah, and she had just gained that level too, so yeah, I must have had her. It's been a week. I honestly can't remember who. I know Morrigan was one of them, but I couldn't remember who the other character was. But yeah, there we go. That's the prison break sequence. We took care of it. And then we just simply waltz out the front door. Oh wait. We'll loot a little bit first, though. So on the day that I'm streaming this, just to have some stuff to talk about, on the day that we're streaming this, I actually did receive a package from Paizo with a whole bunch of really cool stuff in there, and the Secrets of Magic book. So I actually have the physical copy. I did have a PDF that I was looking at a little bit, but like PDFs are still kind of hard on my eyes. Although that might be changing soon. We'll see. But there's some really cool stuff in that. So like before with the PDF, I was just looking at the classes, like the summoner and the magus. But towards the back of the book, they have like archetypes, which include different types of spell casting. So there's like there's cathartic magic, which is like magic that's fueled by your emotions. Or a particular emotion. But then there's also the practice, or not practiced, crap, what do they call it? It's, I just looked at it, like, right before I started the stream, too. But it's a it's a replacement spellcasting progression for the classes that prepare their spells. It kind of works similar to the way that 5e does it, in that you just memorize or prepare like X number of spells, and then you can use your spell slots to prepare them, and you can basically heighten the spells, provided that you prepare like the first level version or something like that. I forget the exact details, but the thing I kind of like about it is that there's a trade-off, right? So if you just take the regular way that you prepare spells in Pathfinder 2e, which is similar to the way that like old school D&D used to do it, or 3rd edition D&D, where you prepared each spell slot individually. So if you wanted to cast Magic Missile more than once, you had to memorize it more than once. So that's the way Pathfinder does it by default. But with this new alternate version, you could do it more closer to 5e, but you only ever get 2 spell slots for each level. So you sort of trade that versatility. The trade-off for that versatility is just like fewer spells overall. Because I think like normally you can get up to like 4 spell slots for each spell level, and with this version you only get up to 2. But it's still kind of neat. You also don't get 10th level spells, I think, at all. And there are 10th level spells in Pathfinder, or in Pathfinder 2e. So there's sort of that trade-off too, right? But it's really cool. And yes, there will absolutely be a video on it. I just need to go through it a little bit more before I could do that. But where I'd sort of mentioned, Ogren. Okay. I'm going to talk to him a little bit.
Sure. What about? Oh, sure. I'm fine with it. I mean,
yeah, I almost forgot that. Ogren has a backstory or a personal quest that I want to do.
I mean, explains why she left anyway.
But yeah, so also today. So today was kind of a big day. So today I also had an eye exam, and I had never had one before. I'm 38 years old and I never had my eyes tested before. So like whenever they asked. So, like, when they asked, like, how long has it been since your last, eye exam, it's like, well, you know, never. But they did prescribe me some glasses, and they're not necessarily corrective. Like, I don't need. I'm like, my vision's getting worse than it was, but it's not at the point where I need like strong corrective lenses or anything like that. But they did prescribe me ones that will help with like eye strain, and I forget what it's like, anti-eye fatigue or something like that. And it will help with reading. Because like with PDFs I was really having troubles with
sure.
Jeez, Ogren.
What about? All right.
Okay, I gotta get I got to get his approval up some more. So with PDFs, like if I try to read off a computer screen for less than 20 minutes, it starts to bother my eyes. And if I tried reading a PDF for like an hour, then I get this really bad. I start to get a really bad headache. So where's Ogren here? We gotta. Oh, his approval's actually up pretty high. But we'll give him some more gifts here.
It'll do, sure. It'll do, sure. I got a moment.
So anyway, but even reading like physical books, it takes much longer, but it still makes it. It's still been kind of difficult, right? So, I'm looking forward to it. I've never really worn glasses before in my life. Like I don't even wear sunglasses. So it's going to be a bit of an adjustment, but they did say it would make reading like off computer screens or even just reading, print in a book a lot easier on my eyes. So I'm looking forward to that, and that might help because I've been getting headaches when trying to read some of these books. Like when I was trying to read through the Mwangi Expanse, like that was something where I could only do it for so long before I had to set it back down and kind of like walk away from it for a while. So it'll help in being able to read the books a lot quicker. They ask you about the hobbies? Yeah, they did. They did, and I had mentioned that I do a lot of reading. I told them how I used to work at a call center, and the effects that the computer screens had on my eyes there. Did I get lightweight frames? Yeah, I think they're plastic. I honestly can't remember the exact kind that I got, but...
What about? You get a sword or an axe, and are told to go out and defend your city. It's the best thing in the world. That is until you try to live in the city you saved.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. I'm pretty sure they are lightweight.
I mean, they train you to kill, teach you to harness your rage at the first noise you hear, then try to set 100 sodding rules about it. Like those provings. Ancestors show their favor through the strongest arm, right? So why so many rules saying how to fight, and when you win, and not to bloody kill? Killing's what swords are for. You toss a nug to a deep stalker, you don't expect it not to eat the thing, right? This makes me cranky. Don't you have any other inane questions? All right. All right then. I got a moment. Sure. What about? All right. I got
Let's see if I can teach him that.
You want to be a berserker? You're a monster on the field. But if you know someone fit for this type of work, I'll teach him. If you want to think like a berserker, drop fair from your vocabulary. If it works, what about? All right.
Okay, crap. I hope I'm not cut off from. I hope I'm not cut off from his background quest, but that's cool. I was glad to get mine. Signing my signature always looked like crap because I couldn't see it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Plus, I can always, like, sort of lower them down my nose or push them back up or just take them off to, emphasize something that I'm about to say or my reaction to things. So, like I say, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be an adjustment, but it should be fine. Also, why is this no longer? Oh, okay, it just doesn't work in here.
Maker's breath. It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Indeed. We have been praying for your safe return, Warden. We will need to work together, and quickly. My father.
So the goal of this stream is to complete the Landsmeet.
It prevents him from seeing sense. He saw me as a threat.
Or at least
Yet
get to the point where we're
you
going to
fling
do
a
the
note that
lands
you are
meet.
dangerous murderers that have kidnapped and mind controlled people.
Because once we
make me
complete the
believe
lands meet, we are into like the end game, and I don't think there's a whole lot left to do after that. I think we basically just prepare for the final battle, which just has us travel to one place and then back to another, and then that's gonna be it. So we're we're getting pretty close.
Perhaps. It will be more difficult for him, but if my father says the Grey Wardens are the enemy, many will believe it. He is a legend.
It's true. Our position in the Landsmeet is not strong, and this does little to help us.
At least that snake How is dead. That alone will not be enough.
Sure
however.
is.
My father is committed to his path. You will need ammunition for the Landsmeet, and there I can help. You have only just arrived in the city, so perhaps you are unaware of some recent events. Denerim has been in
completely
turmoil
unaware.
since Ostagar. Many people here are angry or grieving. Strangely, the unrest is worst in the alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that How and my father must have given them reason.
Oh, I think
but I'm
elves
certain my
in
father has his
Denerim
hands in it.
have plenty
Useful
of
lead,
reason
but you could have sent this
to
information
be upset.
to your maid.
That is true. I feared for my safety as How's prisoner. But to tell the truth, I sent Elena to you because I hoped we might join forces. You need that evidence for the Landsmeet. But you also need a stronger candidate for the throne. You need me.
So this is another choice that you can make in this game. You can have Honora succeed. It's late. You can have Honora take over and become Queen of Ferelden, and then Alistair is just free to continue to be a Grey Warden. And that's basically it. Or you can have Alistair become the king on his own, or we're going to go with option number 3, but I do very much want Alistair to be king. Like, that's the important thing, because I want to see those brief cameos that Alistair makes in the future games. So that's why this wasn't ever going to be a poll decision that I put up on, like, YouTube or Twitter. Because I would rather see Alistair in the cameos in the other games than Honora. And I think if you choose Honora, I don't think she appears at all. I honestly can't remember. But so we are going to go with
I
what
have
of
no
Alistair?
doubt Alistair is biddable enough and decent, but even with his blood, he is no king. You think only I can see it? Not only that, Alistair is a Grey Warden. It will look like you are trying to put a Grey Warden on the throne, despite your claims. I am a neutral party, and I am already queen.
Honora, you are indeed Kaelin's widow, but
I am the daughter of Ferelden's greatest general. Who do you think truly ruled this nation for the last 5 years? Kaelin. I am what this country needs, not an untrained king who does not even want the throne. I can help you stop my father. Consider what I have said. For now, I think I will retire to my room. Warden, when you have a moment, I ask that you speak to me in private.
Okay, so I think she kind of messed up with that last statement, because she says that, like, she needs to be the
I
queen.
remember when Loghain first brought her to Denerim.
And Alistair's not
Kaelin
qualified
was
to
a
be
good
the
boy,
king.
But Honora was always
But
two
she also
steps
said that Kaelin
jumping when
was
she snapped
that she was
the first
ruling
time she
in
batted her
like
eyelashes.
in the
I cannot
shadows,
help
sort of
thinking
thing,
she
right?
may be
So,
true, but we should keep
like,
her close.
she just kind of made the case for like what I'm about to propose, I think. So,
This is an alliance of convenience. For the moment, we are united against Loghain. Be careful how much trust you place in her. I do not for a moment think Honora means to give up her power easily. Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Loghain.
that's fair. And she's single now, right? Oh man, come on.
Honora was a capable administrator for Kaelin's lands, but she has not a drop of royal blood. We did not fight the Orlesians all those years just to lose our royal line in a single generation. Not when there's a surviving son of the blood.
That's fair. So here we go. This is what we're going to suggest. We're going to compromise and suggest that Alistair marry
Are
Honora.
you serious? No, never mind. I don't even want to hear the rest of this. You two just keep talking about me. I'm going to stand over here with my fingers in my ears.
That would certainly solve a lot of problems, and put forth the strongest argument before the lands meet to remove Logain from power. With Therin blood on the throne, and Honora's wisdom and popularity, Ferelden could present the most united front against the Blight. Unfortunately, the marriage would never happen unless they both agreed to it. And I suspect that might take a lot of persuading to get past her pride and his humility.
Oh, come on, Alistair.
We certainly have a great deal to plan. Of course, if I might...
All right, Alistair, let's have a little powwow
I haven't been
here.
here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Ask away. Of course.
Oh, okay. No, I can't. I guess I have to run it by Nora first. So that's what we're gonna do. And I believe she is in this room here. There should also be some more quests for the Blackstone Irregulars, so I gotta remember to do that too.
It is good that you came to speak with me. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
Well...
Do you disagree? You are a fellow Grey Warden. What do you think of Alistair's potential to rule? Never mind his willingness.
Yeah, no, we're gonna go with being a good ruler requires more than
Alistair
ambition.
seems like a kind, well-meaning man, and biddable enough. These are admirable qualities, if not kingly ones. He also seems to be a fine Grey Warden, which is exactly why he should remain one and serve the kingdom by defeating the Darkspawn.
Alright, it's just how much you know so much about him. A kind king who is a fine warrior. You just want the throne to yourself. Alright, let's
knew of Alistair.
try to be diplomatic. Because I do believe there is a sequence of things where you might lose the ability to propose marriage.
Grabbing for power. Who else do you think Alistair would turn to for help? Eventually, the nobility would return to the old days of constant warring with each other. Alistair's weakness would destroy everything Merrick built. I have ruled this nation on Kaelin's behalf for many years. I am a great queen, and as beloved by my people as I love them. Ferelden needs an effective ruler with experience to see it through the Blight and after. That is not Alistair. Thus I say again, I would welcome your support for the throne if you would give it.
I was hoping that would bring up the marriage proposal thing.
I have ruled this kingdom as Kaelin's
Let's
queen.
just see what we can do here. It's been a while, so I don't remember the exact sequence.
Kaelin was a good man, but what is needed now is not another good man, but a good ruler. I sent Alina here not solely because I thought I needed help, but because I saw an opportunity for us both. I need your support, Warden, and you will need mine. No? You're a Grey Warden, and despite the fact that my father will paint himself as the only one who can protect the country from the Blight, it is not so. Secondly, you saved Arl Eamon from a plot that no doubt had its origins in Hal's sick little mind. People will not forget that. You are competent and powerful, and in the right place at the right time. Used to your advantage, these things could bring you far. That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
Was this the... Yeah, so this was King Kaelin's wife, who was also Loghain's daughter. Here we go. Why not simply marry Alistair?
Ignoring
Best
that
of
the man
both
looks
worlds.
so much like Kaelin, my recently dead husband, if you'll recall. My main fear is that he might...
I do.
love him
I
like Kaelin
just
as
said
well.
that.
But it is true that Alistair has Therin blood. To some, this is more important even than practical considerations. A union might be considered a compromise, but is this something Alistair even desires?
Oh, it will be.
Let me say this. If Alistair is willing to stand back and allow me to continue governing the nation, then I would be willing to have him as my king. It is my understanding that governing does not appeal to him anyhow. If that is so, this is a compromise I can live with. Do so. I will be interested to hear what he has to say.
Alright, so yeah, this is sort of like the best possible... this is sort of like the best possible outcome, I want to say. Because... there is a scenario where you tell her that you're going to support Alistair, and she'll pretend to go along with it, and then will sort of backstab you when it comes to the Landsmeet.
So I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. Did anyone mention this wasn't my idea? I think she's a great queen. As far as I'm concerned, she's welcome to it.
Well, it's funny you mention that, Alistair.
Really? Whatever will give you that idea? I bet there's a whole new wardrobe that comes as part of the deal. Maybe a nice scepter, too. I like that idea. Mind you, then I'd have crown hair all the time. Is that a thing? Can you have crown hair? I bet you can. What do you think I should do? Go ahead and be king, just to let it happen?
I think you should... Yeah, there we go. Option number 1.
As in marriage, as in be her
Yeah, that's what the word... That's what to marry means, Alistair, buddy.
You did, didn't you? Why would you do that? Did you take a blow to the head? That's crazy.
Several. Okay, so we got Persuade. I think this is the best compromise for peace, which is kind of the logic I use behind it. But then she can rule while you lead. And then there's, like, it's a smart move, and I think you know that too. So we're going to go with option number 2 here.
I suppose. I don't know how much of a leader I am, but at least I know she's a good ruler. Go ahead, then. Tell her I'll do it if it comes to that. Now, excuse me while I go have a small heart attack somewhere. No big deal, right?
Oh, Alistair, it's a marriage of convenience. These things have existed for forever.
Task is finished.
All right, yeah. So we'll set that up with Honora. Now, there are certain things that you can still do that will cause Honora to withdraw her support.
Well,
and we'll talk about that when the time
have you spoken
comes.
to my lucky betrothed yet? Or will we be reduced to passing notes? He has? I wasn't expecting that, to tell you the truth. To marry Kaelin's brother. Well, I suppose stranger things have happened. If it will
Probably.
truly help matters...
We are talking about royal bloodlines here,
Is
and,
this it, then?
well, just
I agree to
the
marry
history has
Alistair
told us
to
things
retain
about
my
that.
throne, and in exchange I give you my support. If not, then tell me now. Done. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much
I'm fully
to do.
aware.
Is there anything else you needed from me?
Nope.
And I wish you luck, Warden.
Alright, yeah, so there's a few side quest things that we need to pass in. I gotta check the Blackstone Irregulars. I can't remember if there's anything else for the Mages Collective either. And I think I've completed all of the favors for certain interested parties that I can.
Yes.
Alright, so Alistair, Morrigan, and of course Shale. So what's interesting in this section, Shale doesn't have her like crystals showing, and I want to say that normally Shale does. I think it's just this weird thing when after you do the jailbreak sequence. So he'll have one last job for us after we finish the Landsmeet, which we haven't done yet.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
Okay, so the Chanter's board quests are cleared. I'm just going to talk to him one last time, just to make sure it's...
The Tern's Crown. Oh, that's rich. You have to
Oh yeah, I gotta
was
sell
worth
that.
every copper you paid me, eh? They're calling you the Dark Wolf. What do you think of that? Too bad no one can know. You could get a lot of action. There's nothing more I can offer you like that. Anything else you fancy?
Alright, let's try the break-in.
A legendary one.
Oh, we could do that now. Awesome.
A paltry 10 sovereigns is my take. Ban Frandarel is one of the richest men in the entire kingdom. At his grand ball next week, he's displaying some of his priceless treasures. Paintings of old masters, the armaments of the first king of Denerim, and more. Oh, more. Mages have put up magical wards, but I've got a route that will bypass that. Once inside, I've no idea how you'll deal with the guards, but if you do...
Oh, I think you know how I'll deal with the guards.
I can't wait to see what people say.
Alright, so yeah, I guess I was wrong. The trigger for that wasn't the Landsmeet, but it was the getting out of the prison.
Good to see you again.
Okay, defend the collectives. Here we go. We got one last quest for these guys. We've intercepted messages on their way to the Chantry in Denerim, listing a number of our friends suspected of being blood mages. They should reach Knight Commander Tavish, or should they reach Knight Commander Tavish, it'll spell doom for our humble group of simple mages. We seek loyal, discreet courier to see to it that these testimonies find their way to the... Okay. So I think I just have to... Yeah, so we can choose here. So we can defy the collective by giving it to the guy here in Denerim, or we can go to Redcliffe and get him the information, which is what we're going to do, because we've been siding with the Mages Collective all along, and I feel like upholding that. But now I also got to check. The Blackstone Irregulars, and there's a couple of things we could do here as well that will go towards Landsmeet. So, for example, we can talk to.
Wonderful. Another one. Boy, take your petition to the Darkspawn if it's so important to you. They hold my Arling now. I hear that. Shouldn't you be dead, then? How quick did you cut leash and run at Ostagar? No matter.
Yeah, we got slaughtered.
Left for you to take, Grey Warden. Not even my sons. You're wasting your time here. What do you think happened? Did the Blight escape your notice? War claims
Okay,
the young and
buddy.
strong first, and Plague doesn't care about skill or bravery. There's no point.
Okay, I don't think we can get him at all, but This guy, we rescued his son from being tortured.
Whoever you are, Wait. I know you. My son described you in great detail. He tells me that I owe you his life.
I would leave no man to suffer at Earl Howe's hands.
I only wish Howe still lived that I might tear him apart myself. I would bring troops against his son. But Oswin tells me Thomas had no part in his father's depravity. Is there anything you would ask as a reward for saving Oswin?
Yeah, lots of gold. No, wait. Oh, that's the first option. Yeah, so I'm gonna stick with option number 2. I've never tried any of the other ones. But yeah, because I don't think it matters. Because when you get to the Landspeed, there's always going to be people that will side with you, and there's always going to be people that side with Logain. And I think if you rescue this guy's son, he'll side with you no matter what option you choose here. But we're going to play it safe, and we're going to go with, just keep me in mind for the upcoming mayoral election.
Know that I will stand behind you at the Landsmeet with all the support I can muster. In fact, I'm taking my supper today with Ban Reginalda of the White River Benorn. I'll speak with her about this at once.
Alright, so that one's taken care of.
How fares your brother?
May I help you?
And this was the ring from the Templar that was completely
Explain
insane.
yourself. My brother would no more part with this ring than with his head. He's alive, then? Please, if you have any news of my brother, I would hear it. A dungeon? What? No. I will go to him at once. Someone will answer for this. Take this with my thanks. It has been in my family since the War of Crowns, crafted for us by the Circle of Magi. An heirloom is a small thing compared to my brother's life.
Okay, so now she'll support us, and I think that's it for there.
I am simply finding it difficult to believe that there is a woman inside of there.
A woman who is also a warrior and a dwarf.
Yes, that would explain a great deal.
Will you be attending the funeral?
What can I get you, stranger?
Okay, yeah, that's the only one left. I'm one frickin' letter away, and I have no idea where it is. It sucks.
I am listening.
Oh wait, no, I can't get the last quest for that yet because I actually have to complete stuff in the alienage. That's right. We're figuring this out as we go. Alright, so let's just start by... That was the wrong place. I meant to go to Redcliffe, but that's fine. Are you going to be the dwarf merchant? Please don't be the dwarf merchant. Have you restocked at all?
Fine weapon and arm.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I do have some stuff I could sell to him. Why is my main sword no longer equipped? That's weird. Maybe I hit something without realizing it. I also have another shipment of stuff from Paizo coming out, including the Starfinder. I think it's like the technical, like the tech manual. So that's a book that I'm really looking forward to when it comes out. Who was using... Right, Alistair's got... Oh! Okay, alright. Oh, yeah, so we... Okay. So it switched the weapons off of us when we decided to pose as the guards. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, now we'll sell some stuff to this guy.
You have fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
Yeah, we're not going to need any of that stuff. Bite back axe, again, we're not going to need any of that. Okay, that's actually, those boots are pretty good. I think I'll actually put those boots on over the fire resistance. Mainly because I'm already not getting... I think because I'm already not getting a bonus for, like, having a complete suit of armor. And that plus 12 to con is pretty good, but minus 3 strength kind of sucks. So I still got to think about that one. Oh, I also got to go to the camp and give some oh, wait, I think I did most of the jewels already, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay, so we'll sell the crown. Sell all this stuff. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything with those. Okay, cool. Alright, let's continue to the place that I accidentally clicked on when I meant to go somewhere else. Yeah, so the Starfinder book I'm looking really forward to. They also, in this Paizo package that I got today, there was some Adventure Path stuff for Pathfinder and Starfinder, and there were some of those flip tiles too, and I really love those flip tiles. So there's quite a bit of stuff that I have some videos that I need to work on. And then sometime in the next 2-3 weeks, I should also be getting some of the stuff from Wizards of the Coast. So the new adventure book, I'm assuming the dice set as well. Like they typically send all the stuff. They typically send all the stuff in the same month, or if it comes out all in the same month, they typically send it all at once. But we'll have to see, because I really want to get the dungeon DM, like the DM's dungeon kit. Has like it's like the wilderness kit, right? It has like the DM screen and some other like game aid cards and stuff like that come with it. So I'm really looking forward to that. I don't know if that's going to be included with what they're sending or not.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll see to this matter personally. Consider it handled, my friend. Good day.
Okay, and we can cash it in with the Mage's Collective guy right here. And I do want to check the Blackstone Irregulars, the guy here as well, just to make sure that there's not a quest available here at all. So I just want to make sure that we've accomplished everything that we can so far. Okay, that's great. Although I will say the D&D book that I'm most looking forward to is Fizban's Guide to Dragons. That one I'm really looking forward to. Okay, no new quests.
Is very pleased. Come back soon.
Right, I want to say that's it. I think that's the last quest for them. Alright, so we are going to head back to camp real quick. Again, I just want to talk to Ogren a little bit and see if I can get his background quest.
There you are.
Or companion quest. Perfect. Because yeah, I think some of these like unique options only appear when you're at camp, so not even in like R. Lehman's estate in general.
You and I, you know how sometimes you spend time with people and things.
I love you too, Ogren.
What? Keep your hands where I can see them. Sheesh. Can a man address a friend without getting all weird? I was just asking a favor. You had to go all that on me. I was thinking, I do know some people out here on the surface. A person, actually. A girl I knew in Orzammar. Before I left, obviously.
Ooh.
What? Oh, you mean where we were running?
Yeah.
Oh, aye. After Bronca left for the deep roads. Name's Felsi. She was a fiery one. I'm sure she's forgiven me by now. Thought maybe I'd track her down. See how she's been living.
Alright, Ogren.
I tried to look her up the last time we were at Lake Calenhad. She wasn't at work at the inn.
Oh, damn, yeah, so, okay.
Mother, they said. I figured it was just the ancestors telling me something. But I keep thinking about her.
That kind of sucks. I wish I had gone to camp first, because then that accidental journey to Lake Calenhad would have actually been... there would have been a purpose for it.
Well, and a good friend you are, Warden.
Let's just say I was jumping the
you
shark.
if
Let's
we
just
ever-
pretend that I knew exactly what I was doing.
No, actually, that would be gross. No,
I'm jumping the gun.
What was it you wanted to say? Aye, all right then.
Disapproves. Alright, we'll take care of that.
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected.
Alright, so in the final stream of this game, of like the main origin storyline, I will ask Bodon about his background. It certainly won't live up to the hype of waiting until the very last minute, so I'm not going to pretend that it will, but it'll still be fun to do. I was looking for gifts. Oh yeah, so the scented soap is a gift for Ogren. It's the the one you give to drop their approval by 50. I guess I don't actually have to be over in front of them, but right.
It'll do, sure.
Oh, that one only gives you +5, huh?
It'll do.
That's fine. How's everybody else's approval? Can I buy them off with enough gifts to make them like me? Okay, yeah, we gotta get Morrigan's up. And Sten. And Zevran, okay. We'll buy some thoughtful gifts, and that should take care of that.
You and your friends are formidable folk.
Yeah, I don't think we need that many. But just be on the safe side, you never know. Right, so Ogren's approval's up. Sten, let's give you a thoughtful gift.
You have my thanks.
Okay, so we did need to give him 2.
How nice. How nice.
Okay, Zevran only needed 1. And then Morrigan
Interesting.
needed 2, and that should be everybody. Alright, cool. So once you get their approval all the way to the top, it gives them like their massive boost. So as their approval goes up, they gain like boost to their key attributes, and with the highest one, that gives them like their mighty So that's just something that we kind of want to get in general.
Yes.
Alright, so we gotta take Ogren with us for this one, and we'll still take Morgan. And we're going back to Lake Calenhad, because we are gonna wingman for Ogren. So I guess Liliana is the only... Well, Liliana is the only companion character we didn't get to do the quest for. And that really annoys me, because that's the one that people voted for the romance. Okay, just wanted to make sure that didn't repopulate.
There she is. I'm gonna go talk to her. Look, you gotta back me up here. Got it?
Oh, I got it.
Thanks, Warden.
All right,
Just be
yeah,
ready
go
to
get her,
pry her
Tiger.
off when she throws herself at me. We don't want to make a scene here. Well, don't pry her off me too soon. I mean, a little scene's all right. Are you sure you're not a baker?
Ogren, you are one of the lads.
Sodding nice set of buns.
Ogren? Is that you?
Yeah, in the flesh, baby.
What are you doing here?
Just trying to kick back with a pint. Fighting Darkspawn's a lot of sodding work, you know?
You're fighting Darkspawn?
Okay, yeah, so we can hype them, or we can sabotage them, or we can just say nothing. But we're total bro. We're wingman. We're going for it.
It was a bit of pain, but it was a personal favor for the King of Orzammar, you understand?
The whole surface to choose from, and you just happened to come to my tavern?
Well...
Whisper to Ogren, tell her it's fate. Yeah,
What?
oh yeah, we're doing it.
Right. It's fate, Felsi. What can I say?
Fate? The ancestors must have a sense of humor then.
Sure they do. You've had a good look at Lady Helmy, haven't you? If her face isn't a joke the ancestors are playing, I'm a Bronto's behind.
So, Lady Helmy must be a paragon of beauty then.
I've been thinking about you, Felsi.
What do you want?
You're going all Cyrano now.
Nothing. Just thought I'd see how you were doing is all.
Jeez, is that a reference
Maybe
people would
that
get?
And grease up the Bronto, if you know what I mean.
Well, you've seen me. You'll have to go back to Orzammar for the Bronto. If by fun you mean more likely to light farts on fire, yes.
Oh well, it's been fun, Felsi. But I better go.
Wait, you're leaving? You just got here. I haven't called you a shaft rat yet.
Well, you can't keep the archdemon waiting. You hurt its feelings, it might just turn the whole blight around and go home. Nobody wants that.
Well, you don't need to fight it right now, do you? I mean, you could have a pint first. You could call me a surly Bronto. I could tell you that you smell like nug droppings.
I'll tell you what, I got some things I gotta do, but I'll come back for that pint when things are settled. You frigid deep stalker.
Fine, but you better not keep me waiting, you worthless copper-plated swordcast.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Oh, that was some hardcore game that Ogren was showing there.
Welcome back to the Spoiled Princess. How may I serve you today? Excellent.
Okay, nope, he doesn't have anything I'm interested in. Alright. Yeah, so we are going to go back to camp. We're going to swap out Ogren for Alistair. And then we're going to go to the alienage to figure out what's causing all the issues there. So like I said, the goal for this stream is to get to the door leading into the Landsmeet. And then once we And then once we get to that point, that's where I'm going to cut the stream off, because the next one should be the last one for the main story anyway.
I still got it.
Oh yeah, you're smooth as ice.
Yep, still got it.
Alright, oh yes, so these guys. I'm going to try to pump up the armies. I still keep forgetting to look up what that actually does. I think it's just I think it's the numbers. I think it's the numbers that you can actually summon. And we're just going to go ahead and give all of our we're going to give all of our runes except for the master runes, just in case. Just in case there's weapons that I haven't put runes to. Okay, so that's the third time we've done 30 sovereigns, and then we're going to do 10 sovereigns. So that's 100 sovereigns that we've given the knights there. So that should be...
Generous as always, Warden.
So that should be plenty. And we still have over 200, 200 gold. I think that also dropped our inventory quite a bit. And it did. Alright, actually, no, we're not going to do the alienage first. We're actually going to do that last B&E. Because we're the good guys. Oops. Please don't be the merchant again. Right, and then we just turn right around, go back to the map. And here we go. So this is the final quest in the Crime Wave series. Like I said, there's really not much else to go on here. Like there's just not a lot of this game left. So in retrospect, it actually I don't know what that does. I'm just gonna do it. So in retrospect, it might actually not take that long to go through the Dragon Age series. I'm kind of impressed with that, actually. Though I may balance that off by doing shorter streams, because I do have several like 4-hour or like either close to or at or a little bit beyond 4-hour streams, so that might do it as well. Okay, so we were here to steal something important, but there's nothing here. So if we go to the quest, so friend Daryl's estate was almost deserted, and it was easy getting to the treasure room. Too easy by far. It turns out the whole thing was a trap. You'll have to fight or sneak your way out. Now, unfortunately, I don't think sneaking's going to work because I'm not here by myself. Oh, you know, one of these times I should actually try this solo to see if I could actually sneak. Let's just see. Let's just see how far I can get. Okay, so because I want to say, like, once I open this door... Oh, could I have actually snuck out? I probably could have. Well, that's something, that's good to know. So yeah, if I ever play this again... I will be sure to actually go into this section solo. And surprise whirlwind attack. Alright, nicely done. So yeah, ow. Really? How'd you get two stunning oh, there's two archers. No, there's only one archer. How did you stun us twice? Oh no, there were two. There were two. Was there somebody else? Oh, okay. I did not see that red dot. Oh, and there's the trap. Okay, nobody dropped anything. That's good. I don't think anyone does. So we'll have to come back and find the actual treasure room in its obvious hiding place. Oh, there's a mage. Nope, no, 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 nope, no, 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 nope, nope, nope. Not happening. Not putting up with that misdirection nonsense. Oh, come on, man. Oh yeah, I wanted to put those boots on too, didn't I? Right, because I don't have... Yeah, I don't have... Oh, I do have an item set bonus. Oh, that complicates things. Okay, 24, 113, 117. Yeah, that might not be worth it. Increases hostility, like I need to increase that. Okay, no, we'll stick to that. I was mainly looking at it for like the stat bonus, but my stats are already pretty good. So, fun fact, this map gets reused in Liliana's song. Because, I mean, I know one of the big complaints about Dragon Age 2 is how it reuses maps. Origins definitely does too. Like 100% it reuses maps, but it's just not as obvious or egregious as it is in 2. And when I start playing Dragon Age 2, you'll see.
Van Darrell fooled me. His guards almost nabbed you. I feel like a bloody fool, I do. Listen, I have to go. Here's your coin back. I won't take a silver because of the way that went down. Give me some time and come back. We'll get our revenge, we will.
Oh, okay. So that's the part that we have to do after the lands meet. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So now we'll go to the alienage. Yeah, so the plan with the Dragon Age with Dragon Age Wednesdays, I actually like that. I actually like that. I'm gonna totally steal that. But the plan is once we finish Origins is to go through the 2 standalone DLCs and then the Awakening expansion. And then after Awakening, obviously it'll be Dragon Age 2, and the DLC for Dragon Age 2 you can actually do while you're playing through the main storyline. So it's not like this one where it's sort of like extra stuff you do afterwards. Alright, so here we have some of those things for the Blackstone Irregulars.
What do you need? I suppose a noble death fighting the blighted wretches is better than basking in this squalor. They'd better be paying well.
So that quest, yeah, so that quest, was it Scraping the Barrel. That was one of the very first ones that we picked up, along with Notices of Death. So there is one more Notice of Death that we have to give out, and I'm pretty sure it's in the alienage.
Money? You think you can... Someone's coming.
Thanks for running those thugs off. I thought they were gonna kill me. I'm fine. Please don't talk to me. You'll only attract their notice.
Okay, this guy's pretty great.
Spare a
well,
silver
you'll
for
see.
a
You'll
war
see.
veteran. Oh, Andraste, bless you, sir. I won't forget your face. No, I won't.
You definitely won't.
How can we be here? How many of our brothers and sisters and children have these men already taken?
Uh-oh.
Could just be chanting gibberish. It's not as if you'd ever know.
I've got children at home. I can't wait out here for another day.
I think maybe I have to conclude this section
The best thing you can do
first.
for your children is not trust these charlatans.
Everyone remain calm. We will help as many as we can today, so long as we can do this in an orderly fashion.
Oh, you're helping us, are you, Shem? Like Valendrian and my uncle Syrian, you helped them, didn't you? Helped them never to be seen again.
We've explained this to you before, girl. More whining will not persuade us to let you into the quarantine to carry plague back out to the alienage.
Quit trying to get us all killed, Shiani. Some of us have still got things to live for.
If this spell of theirs works, why are half the people they quarantine perfectly healthy?
What seems to be the hubbub?
You shouldn't be here, dwarf. Your kind don't leave the market district. Wait. Sora's told me about
Wow.
you. You're the one who freed him from the dungeons. These foreigners say they're here to help with our outbreak of plague. Funny thing, though. All the people they help disappear. That's not true, and you know it, Shiani. Both my sisters got the Tevinter spell cast on them, and they're fine. Where's your niece, then? And my uncle Syrian, and Valendrian?
Okay. Alright, I think I actually have to go back to Redcliffe to get that last one, because I think I missed one of them somewhere. There's 4 areas I have to go to. So the Notices of Death, there's 2 in Denerim, but they aren't in the alienage, so I just kind of looked up to see where I had missed it. So I'll just go through the different locations and see what I can do there.
Those mages say they're from a circle, just from another land. I have no idea if they're telling the truth, or if anyone
From another
cares.
land, eh?
These foreigners have taken dozens of elves into that house over the last few weeks, and none of them have been seen again. One of them was our Haran, Valendrian. And I don't know what we're going to do if we don't get him back. They won't just let you in.
Oh, they'll let me in.
Well, just be careful. Those men are mages.
That's alright, I'm a dwarf.
I ask you to stand back. Some of these people are carrying the plague. The alienage is not safe for visitors.
Who?
Is that one of the patients in quarantine? You cannot enter there.
Perhaps.
And you would spend the legendary magic of the Imperium on lowly slum dwellers in Ferelden. 'Tis most remarkable.
It is hardly in our best interests to allow a plague to grow anywhere. The Imperium is hardly remote.
'Tis hardly close, either. Across the sea, with whole nations between your borders and ours, And that is not enough to protect you?
For your own safety, we must ask you to leave now.
Yeah, so these guys from the Tevinter Imperium.
You have already been told to leave.
Hold. This place is full of plague victims. No one enters.
No, you know what? We're just
To
gonna.
arms! Protect the hospice!
I think there's more subtle stuff that you can do to investigate, but we're just gonna go right for it here and whirlwind. Do some sick blocks. Holy God. Okay, I have no idea what just happened there, but we got him.
What now?
Be wary.
As you say.
All right. Yeah, so those guys are from the Tevinter Imperium. Yeah, so the Tevinter Imperium is essentially like a mageocracy. So whereas most of the rest of Thedas views mages as dangerous at best and something that needs to be, or like, you know, or something that needs to be eradicated at worst. The Tevinter Imperium, it's a land ruled by mages.
Help us, please! We're not sick! Let us out of here!
Thank you, friend. They took him away already, through the back alley. We don't know where exactly. You don't have to say that twice.
And let's just say that the Tevinter Imperium is not known for being the nicest place in the world. Like it's definitely has like a reputation of being a moralistically loose place, we'll say. And what we had seen was a notice talking about like sending elves as part of a shipment. So I think we all know what that entails.
Who's there? No, I won't go. I'm not ready.
Now, what's actually kind of interesting is years before, when I was running a 3rd edition D&D campaign.
Stay away. I can't say nothing. Please, just go. I don't want trouble. All right. I saw them take everyone. Took them right out of their beds. Dragged them down the hallways. Baker, the little one's crying. I saw him. They marched him through the hall with a bunch of others, all tied together like pack mules. Through the landlord's old office. They go in there, they never come back. Every few days, they come back. It's like a parade, a silent one. Men and women and children. You have to go. They'll be back soon. They'll find out I talked and they'll take me too. Please, just go.
So basically, I think what's happening here is that the Imperium, either with Loghain's assistance or just on their own, essentially they sort of unleashed this sickness. And then they used the sickness as a reason to come in and quarantine people, and by that they basically mean, you know, collect people that they can sell into slavery, which is basically what they're doing here. So I was running a 3rd edition D&D game, and it was a campaign that I had inherited. From another DM. And he wanted to run this campaign where everybody was playing evil characters. So, make sure there's no mages. Okay, cool. So one of the storylines that I had, and remember this was like 2000 and this was pre 3.5, I think. So this was like 2002, early 2003. So my plan was to like the characters join the Zentarum, and the Zentarum are sort of like this. They're this evil organization that, at least in the version of D&D that I was running, they like to be, they're more insidious, right? They're not like a militaristic force. They don't try to take things, by like through might. What they do is they try to manipulate situations in their favor and utilize trade. And other like commerce, basically. So they're kind of like just evil, soulless capitalists, right? So the storyline that I had planned for them to do was they introduced this plague to a series of like smaller villages, and the player characters were basically going to come in and deliver like the medical supplies that were needed to cure the plague that they themselves had already introduced, or the organization they were working for had introduced. And along the way, what they were going to do was like try to discredit other like well-known, renowned heroes by preventing them from being able to help with the situation. And then finally they could sort of swoop in and save the day, and get more people to rely on them, even though like they're the ones that started in the first place. So it was just kind of interesting going through this section, because it's like, hey, that's kind of feels a little similar to what I had planned. I never got to finish that storyline, unfortunately.
Quick, get them, hurry!
Mainly because like the group that I had wasn't the most functional group. And one of the players, and one of the players was just, it was their personal goal to disrupt any actual role-playing game that was going on, because he was more interested in just getting together and hanging out, and like didn't really want to play the game. He just wanted to hang out and talk and joke around and stuff like that, right? So he was just actively trying to destroy the game. So I never did get to finish that storyline, which kind of sucks, because I was looking forward to it. You ran A1, A4 against the slavers? Oh, man. So I have the Slave Lords first edition AD&D reprint book that came out in 2013. The one that has A0.
We were told that there would be no interference from the authorities.
And I really want to run that. So, like, one of my plans in the next little while is to run a second edition AD&D game. And I want to run that campaign. I was originally going to do it for first edition AD&D, because I was running a first edition AD&D game. But I started everyone at first level, and the, like, A0 recommended, like, 6 players, like at least 6 players in the group. So that didn't quite work out, but I think when I run the second edition one, what I'm going to do is, however many players I have, to get up to that number of 6, my plan is just to let them have hirelings.
You simply fought your way in here to ask questions, did you? You will regret
Yep.
this, you know. Believe it
I
or
don't think
not,
I will.
we've been given dispensation to do our business here. The humans talk a great deal about how very wrong slavery is. But isn't it funny how quickly the smell of gold overcomes such ideals? So I should feel kinship for these sheep? Don't be a fool. I am Tevinter first.
That's
and a
very cool.
servant of the
Thanks.
Vinrathu
Yeah, I
Squire.
really enjoyed. Like I
Those
said,
are
I
the
was
things
having a
that
lot of
matter.
fun with that,
But
and
enough.
the encounter
I am here to halt your
with
slaughter,
this like
nothing more.
hero that the characters had to basically humiliate. That one was a lot of fun, but I definitely remember it being 3.0 D&D, specifically because of how broken the spell Creeping Doom was back in those days. Um, I honestly haven't looked at Creeping Doom in 5th edition, if it's even in 5th edition. In 3.5, they changed it to summon like centipede swarms. But in 3.0, what it did was it summoned like just this mass of insects. And it was literally like 1,000 points of damage that you just drop on the battlefield and that can move around the battlefield. And each point of damage that it deals to a target kind of takes away from that 1,000-point pool. So if you had like a character with 150 hit points and you drop Creeping Doom on them, then Creeping Doom does 150 hit points of damage to the guy, but there's still 850 hit points left that it can do as damage goes. So that one spell wiped out like almost the entire encounter. And the guards, like the main guards that were with this guy, all had a contingency spell placed on them that cast heal on them the second they got up to, or the second they dropped to 0. Because there was like there was like a cleric, or they had, I don't know if it was like a gem of contingency, but there was some sort of contingency effect that they had on them. So it was just like so brutal.
I am no fool. I can see that you are capable. So be it. I will let Caladrius deal with you while I fetch the Regent's men. I suggest you leave while you still can.
It's a trap. Look there, a cunning trap.
Oh, there they are. So yeah, I always wanted to try running an evil campaign, but evil campaigns are tricky, right? Because the DM that I inherited that campaign from, when he started it, he had sort of like the right idea, right? Like I think at its core, you still want to design adventures for evil characters the same way you would for good aligned characters. You just sort of like twist things a little bit. So he had us like doing things that would be the exact same things you would do in a heroic campaign, and we were just like actively dissuaded from anything that was actually like truly evil. Like the first thing we did was we helped this farmer clear out his barn from all these like giant spiders. But we never, like, when he came to thank us, like, we never got anything out of it. He wouldn't let us, like, try to intimidate the guy into either giving us money or giving us, like, a safe haven whenever we came through. Like, there was just seemingly... We were literally just, like, doing the heroic thing, or the right thing. And then we were, like, trying to deliver this letter. And he wouldn't even let us, like, read the letter. Right. Like, so these evil characters couldn't even just, like, crack the seal on the letter and read it, and then just, like, reforge the seal. Like, just, you know. So, like, I get that you want to do, like, the same kind of stuff, right? Like, you know, sure, why not have, like, a letter that you're delivering? But if the players want to read it, you know, let them read it. And then if they try to, like, redo the seal... you know, there's skill checks that you can roll for that, right? So, like, that kind of sucked. And then after that, the last thing he did was an adventure from Dungeon Magazine. And I forget what it was. I want to say it involved, like, someone that was had this ability that was beheading things, but I really can't remember. But again, there were no efforts made to change it to feel like something that evil characters would do. Oh, you sold off D1 through 3 and Q1? Oh, man. I mean, you know, the Beckme is an awesome system, so I can't necessarily, like, hold that against you, but I would have such a hard time trying to part with anything in my collection.
I am Caladrius,
And you, I assume, must be the Grey Warden I've heard so much about.
Probably, yeah.
One can hardly get a word out of the Regent besides Warden these days. It's surpassed even gold in popularity. Yes, you would be curious about that, wouldn't you? I've heard that you're trying to erode Logain's support. It must be a difficult task, yes, like washing away a mountain. Perhaps you could use some help.
Oh yes, I want the slaver's help. I don't think so.
More of an arrangement, truth be told. One that disappears.
Short
the
one
moment
module for
angry
Beckme.
armed intruders storm my abode. Truth be told, there was always a limit to how long we were going to be able to operate here. We've paid for many of Logain's troops, but once the Landsmeet is done, we become inconvenient. So, here is my offer. 100 sovereigns from
That's pretty impressive,
for a
actually.
letter with the seal of
Because,
the
like, that was an
Town of
edition that came out when
on it,
modules was their bread and butter.
implicating him in all of this. Then, we leave a few days earlier than planned with our profits and remaining slaves unharmed.
Tis a
Yeah, I
reasonable
can't.
enough starting offer.
I feel dirty. We're not considering this, are we?
So,
No, we're not.
do we have a deal? Even you.
Oh, speaking of Beckme,
barbarism, yes?
yeah, I think it was a Beckme module. So the Castle Amber Original Adventures Reincarnated book that the Goodman Games put out. I was talking to the owner of my local game store, the one that I ordered it from, that he ordered it from, like his distributor that said they had it in stock back in March, and it still has not arrived. He's basically come to the conclusion that they just don't have it. So I may have to look to Amazon or something else for that one, because I do want that one, because that was like the first one in the series where I don't have the original module in some form or fashion. Right? Because I had B1 and B2, the actual like adventures already. I have Isle of Dread. I have like the actual Isle of Dread module that came with the expert rules. I had the Expedition to the Barrier Peaks through another one of those the Dungeons of Dread reprint book for first edition AD&D. So Castle Amber was the first one that I didn't have. Oh, and the Lost City. Sorry, the Lost City. I didn't have the full module, but I had part of it in the B1 through B9 collection. So I had like the main part, like the city itself. Like I had that part of the module. So Castle Amber I just never had, and none of the game stores in my area have ever gotten it in. And even when they were told it was in stock, it's been 6 months, and it still hasn't shown up. So that's kind of a dead end, unfortunately. I did order the Symbaroum core rulebook from Free League. I ordered that through the store. I'll just get that sort of in its place, but I don't know. I'm gonna try to figure out how to get Castle Amber some form or another. Then there's like the next one, the newest one that just came out is the Elemental Evil, the Temple of Elemental Evil, but I have that module too, so I don't know if I'm really interested in that. So Castle Amber was gonna be probably the last one that I picked up. Just in case, like, I mean, I might have considered going back and getting, like, if another one came out based on something I just didn't have at all, then I'd consider picking it up, but at this point, I don't know, because I really want that adventure. I think what I might probably just end up doing is getting it from, I think you can get it from DM's Guild, print on demand, so I think I'll probably just end up doing that as well, or doing that instead. And then just say the heck with it for the Goodman one. Like, I would love to have it. I think that they do great stuff, but man, it's so annoying to wait this long and not be able to.
You're not. Did I say you?
And it's still not come in. And like the worst part is if they were just out of stock, it would have been fine. But they said they had it. They promised that they had it. They said that they sent it out like a few weeks later. And like, you know, we're several months past that, and it still hasn't arrived. And I know like the postal service in Canada is not that great, but it's not that bad either. And let's just say I have a counter offer. All right, you leave everything and you get out alive. Let's try that one.
Now, that's not much of a deal, is it? Let's do this the hard way, then.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna fight.
Shall we?
More enemies ahead!
Okay, but he's a mage. Oh, and he's actually got like a boss meter. So he cast Misdirection X on me. God damn it. Very first frickin' thing.
A blood sacrifice! For power!
Good day.
Enough! Enough!
I hate that spell
reputation
so
is
much.
an accurate
I literally got to do nothing in the fight.
I surrender.
And the worst part is, like, he would have cast it on me anyway, regardless. So even if I didn't charge towards him to try to stop him from doing it, he would have cast that on me, and then I just would have lost, like, the... I hate that spell. It is the worst.
Wait! Hear me out, kind sir. Were I to use the life force of the remaining slaves here, I could augment your physical health a great deal. Allow me to leave this place alive, and I would be more than happy to do this little service for you.
An interesting offer, if a tad messy.
So, is my offer of interest to you, yes?
No, it is not. I've never actually taken that offer. One of these times I really need to do it. Because, yeah, it'd be kind of cool to see exactly what that does. But no, we're not...
Then, I don't suppose you would consider just, letting me go? Ah. Well, that is a shame, isn't it?
Very well.
Oh, and I still have frickin' Misdirection Hex on me. At least I got the killing blow. I feel somewhat vindicated.
Somehow, if I'd been asked to
That's
guess
when I go
the
to...
next
Yeah, I'm
person to
considering
walk through
Amazon.
that door,
I don't know.
I wouldn't have said it would be a dwarf. Are
We'll
you one of
see.
them? What happens to us now? Shiani? Did she send you here? Praise the Maker. We will not trespass long on your good graces. Come, everyone. Let's go home.
Alright, so that takes care of everything there. So we can report that back to our Lehman that Loghain was condoning slavers to come in and
I'm sorry
steal
if I
people.
was rude to you before. Andraste's ass, you'd think I'd learned some social graces. Anyway, what I mean by all this is... thank you.
Yeah, it's no problem. Also over there is the other... is the other Andraste's Grace that we can pick and give to Liliana, but there's not much else we can do there. The only other... I could try lowering her approval and seeing if conversation can allow me to get, like, her approval
I
back
have
up.
something for you.
Oh, okay. Didn't mean to talk to you, but,
I mean that I have a gift for you.
Here's a ring. Now, before you get any foolish notions, let me explain. Flemeth once gave me the ring because it allowed her to find me no matter where I went, in case I was ever captured by hunters. I disabled its power as soon as we left the wilds. Recently, however, I thought to change it. Now, I will be able to find whoever wears it instead. It is not to track you, you understand. I believe you are too important to risk. If you were to get captured, however, it would be far easier to find you with this. You are welcome. Perhaps it will be useful someday.
I was kind of hoping that they would reference the line from Aliens, where they gives like Ripley the tracker, and it's like doesn't mean we're engaged or anything. But oh well. Oops, my character. Yeah, it's just not gonna be equipping that. Alright, out. There you go, Alistair. You can have it. Yeah, Sir Otto is the person I want to talk to.
Is someone there? Maker's blessing to you, child. Be not afraid. I still have some sight to see you by.
Good line. Yeah, so around Halloween, I don't know if I'm going to do a complete playthrough of it or not, but I definitely want to do a stream playing some of Alien Isolation.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Sir Otto. I am a Templar. I lost my sight in a battle with a powerful Maleficar. He called flame from the air and burned my face. The scars have healed, but my sight will never recover. Don't be. Many of my brethren died in that battle. We'd heard rumors that there's an enclave of Maleficarum hidden in the alienage.
Maleficarum?
Sadly, not anymore. But I have years of hard-won experience. Often the chase is as difficult as the resolution. So I do the Maker's work in whatever way I can. I have found no evidence of Maleficarum in the alienage. However, there is something else. This place, it's scarred like me. When I came here, I immediately could feel an air of hopelessness, despair. But over time, I felt the wrongness runs far deeper than that. I don't know, but the feeling of wrongness never wanes. And so I attempt to puzzle it out. I don't suppose I could impose upon you. It took patience, but somehow...
Alright, so yeah, we got to do a little investigating here to see if we find anything unusual. And then we engage in the only escort mission in the entire game.
Look around the alienage for anything out of the ordinary. I don't know. I have a feeling that there is something to be found, though. You seem capable. I have hope that you will find what I seek. Maker watch over you, child.
Yeah, so I really do like this story, like this quest, but you do have to keep Sir Otto alive.
The house has eyes. You're not one of the bad men, are you? I just want to make Grandma happy.
Oh, you okay there?
They came the night of shouting. All of us orphans were in there. Then the blood. Oh, the blood. Still bleeding. Poor animals. Poor us. No, sir. No, sir, indeed. Don't go into the orphanage. The bad men will take you too.
Okay, let's go back to Sir Otto and let him know about that. I think there's like a couple of different things that we have to give to him.
The riot took its toll not only on the body, but on the mind as well. I know of whom you speak. although she opened up more to you than me, and her poor orphanage. A sad tale, that. Did you find anything else?
Okay, so there was that. And there's this feral dog. Pools of blood, so this pool of blood is still damp. Besides the coppery smell of blood, you also pick up the faint scent of bad eggs.
Again, friend. You were so
here's this guy.
to me before, and these are other veterans.
I'm an orphan.
Oh, and an orphan. Please, my lord, can you spare some coin?
So this guy is like, yeah, so he's a beggar, and he keeps, like, if you give him money, he keeps like, they keep getting, like, more and more. So we're just gonna go for it.
Oh, you're too kind.
We're gonna play along.
Too kind.
The Maker preserve you.
Long live the good sir!
Yep. And then we find the corpse of a rabid dog. It looks like it was skewered with a spear. Nobody's cleaned up the body and it appears to have been dead for quite some time. So those are all the things that we can explore there. I think one or two more will tip off Sir Otto, so we can begin the fetch or the escort mission where we're going to be saving frequently.
Not unprecedented. I have heard of similar problems throughout Denerim. That's by the orphanage, right? A sad place. Did you find anything else?
Yeah, we're going to go with the pools of blood and rotten eggs.
Recently, which means the blood is not congealing. I suppose there could be some explanation for it. One odd thing I am willing to believe, but two is no coincidence. Let's head to the orphanage.
Technically three, because I
Both of
did
your
tell you
crews were
3
near
things.
there.
Alright, here we go. So we're going to go through this. And then we are going to check out those...
Intense here. This is the right place. I know not.
Check out those
work for
notice of death
Maleficarum,
places.
but there is definitely evil here. You go first. I will follow.
Like, so we'll finish up as many of the quests as we can here. And then when we get to the part where we're about to walk into the Landsmeet, that is where we will, that's where we'll end the stream. So, let's just make a... We're going to be doing a lot of safety saves here.
Do you hear me, Sir Willem, Sir Willem? I'm a fallen.
Okay, yeah, so we find some creepy stuff. I'm just going to backtrack just a little bit here. Because I think there were 2 doors I could have gone through, so I actually want to go back through enter this one here, just to make sure there's nothing. I mean, honestly, what I'm looking for is that 12th love letter. And it's still, and I'm not going to find it. Like, I'm just not going to find it, and that annoys me so much. Spooky part. Yeah, this part's pretty cool. And we're just going to save again. Just so that if I have to reload, it'll be, like, right here.
Think again.
Okay, so I can't pick it. The doors will fling open, and things will come out for me to fight once I get too close. Oh, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Yeah, so I really gotta protect this guy. Because if he dies, you can't get the complete ending for this quest. So that went well. That went good. So, we're going to save again. Again, you just can't be too careful here. Oh, and my momentum is off again, so...
Time to review what you've learned.
There we go. Oh, spiderwebs.
I can't die. I will never die.
Okay. I mean, you did die. You're just the ghost now, but with spider webs. At least there's no spiders. Oh, is this like a 1-2? Freddy's coming for you. You said you skipped some numbers there. Okay, good. Sir Otto's still alive. That's what we want to see. I mean, he is decently tough. Like, it's not like he's completely fragile. The only problem is that, like, there's been enough times where I played it and he did die, to the point where I just don't want to take any chances. The ghost and spirits and the rule. Okay, yeah. And the rule cyclopedia. Yeah.
This is the center of it.
Mortal, you do not belong here.
Blessed be the Maker and his prophet Andraste.
Your pathetic maker is nothing compared to my glory.
I command you, show yourself, demon. Hide in the shadows no more.
You dare to command me? Let us see if your precious maker can protect you now, worm!
Okay, so yeah, so we have this rage demon.
Very well.
And again, we've got to make sure Sir Otto survives here. So as long as they're attacking me and not him, we're gonna be good.
Another corpse for the pile.
We won. At one time, I considered myself quite the warrior, but you accomplished here what I never could. But something still isn't right. I feel there is more to this. Nearby, the building next to us. I can feel it, just on the other side of this wall. Let us go.
And that's why he needs to survive, because if he dies before you finish this fight, you never get that dialogue, and you basically just assume that you've completed it. In fact, once he dies, I think the quest automatically updates to completed. But we will keep saving, because I think he has to survive throughout this whole thing.
Shall be done.
Because I also think his presence is what triggers the final fight.
As you say.
Oh man, those voices are kind of creepy.
It is over. The task is finished.
I was really hoping that there'd be a love letter in there.
Shall be done. Very well.
Yeah, no, so the worst part about trying to keep this guy alive, too, and the reason that's annoying, because he will run off and isolate himself from the rest of the group, which is basically what he did there. Okay, I don't know how to miss that guy, but... Alright, so we're gonna save again. Yeah, the audio design in this section is really good. With the creepy voices and... Like, this is a well-made game. Like, there's a reason that this is one of my all-time favorite video games. And it's still my favorite home console RPG of all time.
That went well.
Okay, so I think we're in the clear now. Oh, no, not quite. So now we fight some abominations. And look, he's in a triangle up there, for the love of God. No, I didn't save either, so just... Okay, everybody, please. Oh, okay. Luckily, because he can die in those explosions. Oh yeah, so and that rubble is always nothing. I don't know what's going on there.
You think you are safe?
Though the Golden City has fallen, I have seen your face and your light. I am your...
Save your pedantic chant for your sermons, Templar. You have killed my brood.
The Maker compels you. Show yourself.
The Maker? There is no Maker. There is no Golden City. But there are demons. Yes.
I hear not your blasphemy. By Andraste and all the divine after her, I order you to face me.
You delusional fool.
Alright, so another demon. Well, there we go. It's all over now. What do you think, Serrato?
You are safe.
Oh, come on. Alright.
Save your pedantic...
The Maker.
The Maker.
I hear...
You...
Okay, yeah, so that cutscene just played twice. Oh man, are we glitched? Oh, are we? Okay, no, there we go.
Again.
I was starting to get a little worried.
Receding. I've seen the work of demon before. Some Maleficarum consort with them, but the Maker must have guided.
Now, you die!
You can't have nice things. So that was one of those like holy crap moments, like the first time I played this. I thought that was just a really cool twist. And I don't think he drops anything. Okay, Alistair, come on now, buddy. Yeah, okay, so that's it. But we found...
There he is.
Oh, this...
Now, no crowding. Let the good sir breathe. There are a lot of unfortunates in the alienage, sir. Many veterans, orphans, the diseased, and sad tales of all sorts.
I still don't have my parents.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Poor Oli still doesn't have his parents. Anything you can spare would be appreciated.
Yeah, so we're gonna actually go with the whole lot of your beggars.
After the riot, many people were left without a home, sir. Don't have a copper between us.
You're like a hero here, good sir. Oli and I hadn't eaten for a week before you showed up.
Yeah, even that fellow with the fine outfit.
Found it?
You aren't a real beggar.
All I heard was there was free coin over here. Fine.
Every one of us. Except the one you rightly pointed out. All of us are unfortunates.
Alright, yeah, so this one, like, before it was like a sovereign, like a gold piece, 3 gold. Now we can only give half a silver. We'll go for it.
Huzzah! Huzzah for the hero of the dinner room!
All of us are eating tonight.
Aw.
Oh, bless you. Bless you.
I think I want to say that that's the end of it, but I love where it's like, you know, you just basically have someone wearing almost like noble type clothing.
They are quiet. They call for blood no more. It's my grandmother's. You found it, sir. May I have it? I feel like a mist is leaving. Oh, thank you, sir. I have to live my life.
So we ended up helping her with her insanity. And we have completed the quest within the alienage. So that has been taken care of. We're not going to report it to Arleman yet, because I want to say once we do that, that's what triggers the lands meet. So there are a few more things that we got to do first. Oh, can I actually just travel? Okay, no. So with the alienage, unlike some of the other parts, or unlike the market in Denerim, most of the sub-areas you actually have to go to a map transition. Alright, so in Denerim, there's the market, and then there's the dirty back alley. So that's got to be the one there, because it says dark alley. I really hope that there's not a glitch here where it won't let me finish. Okay, so there's nothing there. Let's try the run down back street just to be on the safe side. I'm thinking that the one I missed was the one in Redcliffe. But I'm just gonna go to the other places first to be as sure as I can be. Okay, so those ones are taken care of, so that should be fine. That should be that then. We'll go back to the market district. I'm positive I got that one, though. And then we will head to Redcliffe. And failing that, there was one inside of the Spoiled Princess. Back in Lake Calenhad, so we can look there as well. So the one that was going to be here Was
the Tower of Magi everything you thought it would be?
Abominations running rampant. Templars ready to slaughter every mage in sight. Yes, it rather met all my expectations.
You don't think you might have been better off getting your training there, instead of whatever your mother taught you?
You're right. My mother didn't nearly have as many abominations running about. That certainly would have improved my education.
I'll give you that one.
I'm so relieved.
yeah. Alright, we completed another one of the quests for the Chanter's Board.
Those stung with 100
It's still nothing there. Alright, so cool. So we are going to go back to Redcliffe. If you're the dwarf merchant again, I swear to God.
Darkspawn have sent us.
Oh, okay, cool. So this is the one with the dwarves. Okay. I would like to at least try to save one of them if I can. Oh, there's two ogres. I didn't even see that one. I'm not even gonna get to him in time. That's alright. If you don't find the last love letter, maybe look it up for the last stream. Yeah, I might. It's also possible that it's just in a place where I can't get to it now. And I don't know which ones I did and didn't get. So I can look it up, and if any of the locations doesn't like ring a bell, then I will certainly try. I mean, truthfully, it's not like it's going to be this huge thing. It's just more of an annoyance than anything else. And I'm almost positive that over the course of all of the playthroughs that I've done, I have found all 12. I've just never found all 12 in one playthrough. And it's also possible that once I complete the land speed, I just won't be able to finish it. So we'll see. But I think I already completed the main storyline with those side quests because it involved like the two people like going after each other or like eliminating one of them. All right, so we'll talk to you because we have one that we can trade in.
Greatly appreciated.
Please be in here. There we go. Perfect.
Yes. I feared this day would come.
Alright, awesome. So now we have got...
The captain sends his regards.
Oh, okay. So the last one I have to get in Denerim. I'm almost sure of it. All right, so Morrigan gained a level. Let's just go. We'll just go magic. So cleansing aura. I don't think I'm too worried about that one. Blizzard's good, but it will freeze everyone in place for a period, so I don't really want to do that. Let's Arcane Bolt. And then my character will go all into Cunning. I really don't need Master Stealth. What's this one up here? Coup de grace. When a target is incapacitated, the opportunistic rogue strikes where it hurts most, inflicting... Okay, yeah, we'll take that one. That's a good one to have. So yeah, this is... Yeah, this is... We're actually almost at the end of what I wanted to accomplish in this stream, so... yeah, a bit of a shorter one, because like I said, I think we're down to the nitty-gritty. Once the lands meet takes place, like I said, I think we move directly into the end game.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
That's interesting. I'm hoping maybe that last quest is one that I have to do after the lands meet. So, you know what? I'm going to complete the lands meet in this video, just because I want to make sure that I haven't lost the opportunities to do certain things. Plus, we're at like 2.5 hours, so it's still not too bad for a stream. But it will allow me to check what quests I can pick up.
Ah, there you are. I was about to send out a search party. I've been hearing of a great commotion in the alienage. What exactly happened there?
Oh, it was bad.
Make her forgive me. I should be appalled that such a thing could exist here. But I'm overjoyed you can implicate Loghain. We must end the civil war quickly. What the Blight does not corrupt in this land, politics surely will. The last of our allies have arrived.
Can't argue that.
We cannot delay any longer. I will call for the lands meet to convene. Bring Alistair and join me at the palace as soon as you are ready, Warden.
Good luck to you in the lands meet.
I hope Eamon doesn't expect me to give a speech. Maker, he probably does, doesn't he?
Oh, he does. He do. Yeah, we'll complete the lands meet, because there is a little bit of stuff that we can do before the end game here. And like I said, I really want to make sure that I can complete the quest that I need to.
Yes.
Indeed.
Oh, now it's gained a level. It's con, strength. Yeah, all that's been taken care of. I'll just keep pumping up his champion abilities, I guess. So I think there's only one more level that my character's gonna gain. Oh, I can just do this, can't I? Alright, here we go. Time for the lands meet.
Warden, I am not surprised it has come to this. And Alistair, if you were even remotely worthy of being called Merrick's son, you would already be in the lands meet. Now wouldn't you?
It just got called and we came straight here.
To oppose my lord, and never once tried to understand why he is a hero to Ferelden. But do not
Oh, Kamikaze Kid, I'm here, but lurking as I set up my own stream. No worries, man. We're actually getting kind of close to the end of this stream.
My lord as regent, and we can finally put this to rest once you.
So I think I'm going to keep moving the goalposts, and I think, yeah, so I'll go up to the point where we sort of reach the point of no return.
I have had so many doubts of late. Loghain is a great man, but his hatred of Orlais has driven him to madness. He has done terrible things. I know it.
Yes, he has.
But I owe
He's kind
him
of a jerk.
everything. I cannot betray him. Do not ask me to. I never thought duty would taste so bitter. Stop him, Warden. Stop him from betraying
Goalposts are easily
everything he
moved.
once
Yeah, they
loved.
sure are.
Please, show mercy. Without Loghain, there would be no Ferelden to defend.
So you can fight her. I like to avoid the fight with her and just sort of get into it. Here we go.
My lords and ladies of the Landsweet, Tyrn Loghain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path, yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
A fine performance, Aemon. But no one here is taken in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings. Ah! Here we have the puppeteer. Tell us, Warden, how will the Orlesians take our nation from us? Will they deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? Where is the famous steadfastness of the dwarves? How much did it cost the Empress to buy your loyalty?
Yeah, so he's a little obsessed with Orlais. Now, I mean, to be fair, the Orlesians had conquered Ferelden until just, like, I think 20 years prior to the events of this.
Some of us are curious, Loghain, about precisely what happened at Ostagar.
So, one of Kaelin's killers would dare speak of betrayal. You led our king to his death with your grandiose tales of griffins flying into battle.
Okay, I never told him any of those stories because I had just become a warden. Also, really, dude, like, Team Loghain, come on. Come on. You can't be like, you can't really believe that.
The Warden speaks truly. My son was taken under cover of night. The things done to him, some of them are beyond any healer's skill.
Hal was responsible for himself. He will answer to the Maker for any wrongs committed in this life, as must we all. But you know that. You were the one who murdered him. Whatever Hal may have done, he should have been brought before the Seneschal. There is no justice in butchering a man in his home.
Oh yeah, because he would have, yeah.
Selling elves. Explain this, Loghain.
This is war. Did you believe it would be like the old tales? Knights with pennants flying over battlefields where all outcomes are decided simply and with honor. War is cruel. Every soul who fought alongside Marek knows this. And in it, there are no such things as innocence, only the living and the dead, and the degrees of guilt both bear. Sacrifices were made. If they were too great, the Maker will judge me for it. But enough of this.
I mean, the one thing I need to give Loghain is the fact that he actually,
what have you done with my daughter?
He didn't try to cover it up, like, he didn't try to deny it. He came out to it.
You took my daughter, our queen, by force, killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
I believe I can speak for myself.
Lords and ladies of Ferelden, hear me.
Gasp.
My father is no longer the man you know. This man is not the hero of Riverdane. This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the Darkspawn. This man seized Kaelin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
Yeah, so there are things you can, if you choose certain dialogue options, I forget which ones they are, but she can come in and literally heel turn on you.
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Enora. I wanted to protect you from this.
My lords and ladies! Our land has been threatened before! It's been invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fereldans have proven
Ferelden gets conquered
that we
a lot.
will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now. Stand with me, and we shall defeat even the Blight itself.
Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
The Warden helped me personally in a family matter.
Waking Sea stands with the Grey Warden.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden.
Western Hills is with you, Loghain. Make her help us.
I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
I stand with the Warden. The Blight is coming.
Yeah,
We
so I
need
think
the
those
Grey
two
Warden.
always side with Loghain no matter what. So we're not gonna be a sore winner. The Landsmeet is against you, Loghain. Step down gracefully.
Which of you stood against the Orlesian Emperor when his troops flattened your fields and raped your wives? You fought with us once, Eamon. You cared about this land once. Before you got too old and fat.
Eamon's
Content
looking
to
away
even
too.
see
It's
what
like a
you
total power
risk.
move.
None of you deserve a say in what happens here. None of you have spilled blood for this land the way I have. How dare you judge me? Then, let us end this. I suppose we both knew it would come to this.
A man is made by the quality of his enemies. Marek told me that once. I wonder if it's more a compliment to you or me.
Enough. Let the Landsmeet declare the terms of the duel.
It shall be fought according to tradition. A test of arms, in single combat until one party yields. And we, who are assembled, will abide by the outcome.
Will you face me yourself, or have you a champion?
Oh no, I will fight myself. Yeah, I don't think there's a scenario where Loghain... No, so Loghain cannot get 0 votes. I know, like, the guy wearing, like, just the plain clothing, I know for sure he will always side with Loghain. So he's always going to get at least one, but I think the other, like, the grumpy guy, Arl Wolf or whatever his name is, I think he always sides with Loghain as well. I can't remember if there's a way to persuade him or not. It could just be like the dialogue choices that you make early on, but I don't think there was anything else I really could have done for him.
It is you or me the men will follow. So, let us fight for it. Prepare yourself.
Oh yeah, it's about to get real. I don't know why you're so surprised. This is Ferelden. This stuff happens all the time. So we're gonna stun you and get our sneak attack damage all the time.
I underestimated you, Warden.
Did you ever?
I thought you were like Kaelin, a child wanting to play at war. I was wrong. There's a strength in you that I have not seen anywhere since Marek died. I yield.
Pushover. Yeah, that's the one thing. Like, Loghain, I really wish he had like a bar, like a boss meter bar, like one of the long, like the massive health bars to fight. But I mean, it is what it is.
I didn't just hear you say that. You're going to let him live? After everything he's done? Kill him already!
Wait, there is another option. The Tairn is a warrior and general of renown. Let him be of use. Let him go through the joining.
Yeah, no, that's...
There are too few of us. It's not a matter of what we like, it's a matter of what we must do. Our duty is to slay the Archdemon. We aren't judges. Kinslayers, blood mages, traitors, rebels, Carter thugs, common bandits. Anyone with the skill and the mettle to take up the sword against the Darkspawn is welcome among us. There are 3 of us in all of Ferelden, and there are compelling reasons to have as many wardens on hand as possible to deal with the Archdemon.
The joining itself is often fatal, is it not? If he survives, you gain a general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely not! Riordan, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured you! How can we simply forget that?
Yeah, okay, so this is so with this section here, if we choose to make Loghain undergo the joining ritual, Alistair leaves the party. And the end credits describes him basically as turning into this drunk. And in the Faces of Theodas book for the tabletop RPG, there is actually a stat block for the drunken Alistair. But we're not going to do that because Alistair's one of my favorite characters, and like I said, I want him to appear in the other games. So Loghain has to die for his crimes.
You can't do this. My father may have been wrong, but he is still a hero to the people.
Honora. Hush. It's over.
But at least Loghain takes it like a man.
This is serious.
Daughters never grow up, Honora. They remain 6 years old with pigtails and skinned knees forever.
Father.
Just make it quick, Warden. I can face the Maker knowing that Ferelden is in your hands.
Okay, so here's another series of choices that we can make. So I can kill him myself, or I can let Alistair do it. If you're trying to undergo the marriage route, so if you're trying to have Honora marry Alistair, if you let Alistair be the one to execute Loghain, she refuses to go through with the marriage. So I'm going to do it myself. And that's it. Loghain
So it
is
decided.
defeated.
Alistair will take his father's throne.
Wait, what? No! When did this get decided? Nobody's decided that. Have they?
It's
So
been
much
decided
for
for a
our
while,
plan
my
to
man.
rule together. If Alistair would rather not have the throne, I am more than willing to take it.
I hardly think you're the appropriate person to mediate this, Honora. Warden, will you help us?
Alistair, come on, man.
Strange. I feel like I'm back at the Abbey, trying not to get chosen last for the sparring teams.
Oh, okay. I thought I'd have to talk. I'm just gonna say
As
I'm
the
gonna choose.
arbiter of this dispute, what is your decision? Who will lead Ferelden?
We do. I believe this is what King Merrick wanted. To see his blood tied to my father's to begin a new line of Ferelden kings.
But I did swear an oath. What I mean is, I'm all for founding a new line of kings. But, well, there's the Blight.
What the king is trying to say, my lords and ladies, is that he will be taking the field with his fellow Grey Warden to do battle with the archdemon.
Yes. That.
Until then, I shall stay in Denerim and rule in my husband's absence, as I did for Kaelin. But I trust Alistair shall reach a more heroic ending.
My fellow Grey Warden will, I hope, take Loghain's place as the leader of my armies. Shall we finish this thing together? Everyone, get ready to march. It's going to take all of Ferelden's strength to survive this blight. But we will face it, and we'll defeat it!
Ferelden is depending on you all.
See, Alistair, you made a speech after all.
You made me king. After all this is over with, they're actually going to put me on the throne. I'm going to be the king.
Congratulations on your engagement, by the way.
Congratulations? Why would you do this to me? How could you? I've done nothing but regret my blood since the day I was born. I don't want this. I never wanted this. I hate the very idea of it. I thought we were friends. You knew how I felt about this, yet you went ahead and did it anyway. Why? A good thing? Are you serious? I've just never thought of myself as a leader. I'm going to make a terrible king, you have to know that.
No, you'll be fine.
How can I make decisions that are going to affect the lives of everyone in the kingdom? I guess I don't really have a choice in this now, do I? I'll do my best, of course, and I expect that you'll be there to help me, right? Good. Then it's settled. Arleman has left for Redcliffe. He says the army has gathered there and is almost ready to march. As soon as we're ready, we should head to Redcliffe ourselves. The Blight awaits, right?
Alright, yeah, so we're getting to the end of the game. Like I said, the next major quest is the final battle. We also did a pseudo level up here, so as you can see, I don't think my actual level has changed. This is just one of those ones where we get a single attribute point and the talent that we can choose. So we'll put that there. You know what? Screw it. Let's summon a wolf.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Alright, so that guy is back, which is fine, but we still need to get that last quest from the Blackstone Irregulars. I've done everything else, so that should trigger the final one. And if it doesn't, I'm going to be annoyed. Really?
Blessings upon you, Warden.
Oh! Whoops. I missed the last hooded courier. That's why it hasn't shown up. I am an idiot. Deliver notices of appreciation to 5 hooded couriers in Denerim. Uh-oh. So I gotta figure out where they are now. They are all in Denerim, though, so... There he is, okay.
My client appreciates your generosity.
Okay, I think that's the last guy. I really should have checked that before. I could have sworn I turned that one in already, but there we go.
Your efforts are greatly appreciated.
There we go. Change in leadership. Alright, so yeah, so basically all throughout the Blackstone Irregulars quest lines, we've been getting letters from, like, they were abbreviated like T or R, I think. So they have been working against each other all along. And now they are ready, one's ready to basically move against the other. So we have to go over this way. Talk to you in a minute. So if we come over here... Oh, we'll just wait.
Entirely in self-defense?
So it claims. It could not have been its plan from the very beginning, then.
I knew nothing about my mother's intentions prior to finding the book. It was your notion I arranged that.
Unnecessary, considering it is the only one who can read the book. It could just as well be a journal or a book of recipes.
Would you like me to teach you how to read the book? Then you can see for yourself.
Now it is testing me.
Well, do you care enough to learn or no?
No, I do not care.
Then leave me be.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, so T and R. So this is the person that we were supposed to kill, but we do get to talk to him first.
I know why you're here. Tauran sent you. My own son wants me dead. Well, I suppose I should be proud that I bred in him such ambition. He is an ambitious child, hungry for the guild to be the way it was in his grandfather's day, a violent band bolstered by secret funding from the nobility. He disagrees with my belief that we can make our way without such backroom dealing. We can, instead, work with honor and integrity.
With integrity.
I appreciate you saying that, Warden. It's good to know that my beliefs are shared by someone of your station. I have wrestled with my own emotions about my son for some time, in fear that I may have to turn a blade on him myself. But I cannot bring myself to do it. Kill my own son, even if it's what's best for my men.
Yeah, so we can kill him, or we can kill his son, or there is a third option where you could just, like, walk away and just let them deal with each other, but we're not going to do that. We're gonna take out the son, because the son kind of wants to become a little bit, like, bloodthirsty and bandity.
I ache even discussing this, but Tauran has killed his opponents and bullied my men. It has to stop. Challenge him to a duel and defeat him. Return to one of our posts, and I will reward you. As much as I appreciate your help, I cannot see you after the deed is done. Despite everything, you will still be the one who killed my son. Last I heard, he was headed toward Lothering. You should find him there. Come, men. Evil thoughts make me thirsty for ale.
All right. So we've got that one. We'll talk to Slim here.
I did you bad with that last tip. It can't end like that. Those noble ponces won't have the last laugh, eh? You game for one last heist? Nothing. You may not make much either. It's the principle, really. No bloody trap this time. I'd stake my life on it and... well, yours too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly filled with confidence you staking my life.
You care about the history. Don't know how much of a chantry-going folk you are.
I'm a dwarf, so...
Ban Frandarel's father secretly acquired the genuine Tears of Andraste decades ago, and his son still has them locked up tight. The same Frandarel that baited that trap. So I propose you go to his real vault and rob him blind. Afterwards, I'll see that the Tears of Andraste are given to the Chantry. We've tried under, now we can give over a go. The rooftops are dense enough that you can jump to the top of the estate. Then you can go in through the chimney. Head towards the vault area from the last job. Right before it, there's a wine cellar that's got a secret door. Go through it and find the real
A super obvious
That's all
secret
I
door.
know. I'll be waiting for you here.
Alright, so let's do that one first. Oops. Alright, so we are back here. I think there's a little bit more of the complex than what we explored the first time. But not by a whole lot.
Look there, a cunning trap. Very well.
We are not alone.
Really not alone.
Okay, where are they actually coming from? Here we go.
I shall do it.
Okay, no, I guess we actually do get a lot more of the estate than I thought. That's fine. I have no problem. I have no problem killing all these guys. As long as they don't have any frickin' mages.
Look there, a cunning trap.
Nope, Alistair. Yeah, there is like no subtlety in this B&E job.
Crunching noises.
It's a trap.
Okay, let's deactivate that. No, don't. Oh well. Oh, there is a mage. Yeah, hit. Lightning is fine. Lightning is totally fine.
Shall be done. Very well.
Could the last love letter be here?
What now?
Oops, I didn't even see what that was. Dang it. Well, I can tell easily if it's the last love letter. It is not. Oh, but Shale gained a level, so let's do that quickly. Uh-oh. I need 18 dexterity. How close am I to that? Not even. Alright, we'll just auto-level up because I can't get any other abilities right now.
Look there, a cunning trap.
Okay, let me deactivate it, please. Thank you.
Finished.
Okay, here's the section we were at before. So many mages.
Very well. I shall do it. Increases our path of destruction. Shall be done. It is begun. I shall do it. As you say. Shall be done.
I'm kind of also at the point where I'm no longer really concerned about money or stuff like that, because honestly, I don't think it transfers over to the other DLC options.
I am done. I shall do it.
Like, I know it doesn't do anything. It doesn't transfer over an Awakening for sure. And I don't necessarily, and I don't think the other ones actually have like a shop you can go to. Okay, so here is the concealed door.
It's a trap.
And we'll deactivate that.
Look there, a cunning trap.
We'll deactivate that one. Yeah, there are pressure plates everywhere here. I can't remember if they activate the golems or if they do something else, so we're just gonna deactivate them all.
Look there, a cunning trap. It is open.
Oh, cool. Access that cabinet from the other side of the door. Exalted Mall. There's the tiers.
Task is finished.
And that is all of the stuff we could interact with there. Okay, yeah, so those pressure plates activate the golems. But we deactivated them all, so we're good to go.
Enemies approaching.
Oh, boy. Nope, nope, mages, no. I don't know. Especially you. Especially you. The other guy's just attacking with, like, basically an evoker. I don't care about him. The other guy casting hexes and wards. Also, take that, Captain the Guard. Okay, I think we can escape this way. Let's fight everybody here first. And there's another mage. Of course there is.
Very well.
Don't much care for the fact that he was casting stuff at me. Right, yeah, and I should be able to escape there. Awesome. So we'll go back to the market district to cash in this quest. Now I want to say that he always has that, like, the exclamation thing over him.
You did it.
Like, I don't think that goes away.
You really did it. Tomorrow, everyone will be talking about this. Baron Frandero will be humiliated. Can I have the tears? I've arranged an anonymous delivery to the Chantry. It will, Warden. It's been an honor. I wonder if history will ever know the full story of what we've done. Good luck.
I mean, it's on the video. Yeah, so that...
Good luck.
So that thing that indicates that he can give you a quest, that's just always going to be there. Alright, so... there. I think we encountered the guy. I thought there was a camp that he had set up. Okay, hold on. Oh, okay, we encounter him on our travels. Awesome. Yeah, so we just have to travel somewhere out of Denerim that will trigger an encounter. So we'll make our way back to the docks. I would have gone to Soldier's Peak so I can drop some stuff off, but you never get an encounter on your way to Soldier's Peak or from Soldier's Peak. Just something about the way the DLC stuff works.
My friend. Look, everyone. It's our Grey Warden associate. Do you have business with me? I suppose my father got to you. Did he tell you about honor and integrity? About my evil plans to conquer the guild?
Yep, pretty much.
His beliefs are outdated and destructive. Since I put my plans in place, this guild has blossomed. We are better funded and better equipped than ever. You were part of that. Stopping his supply chains, bribing nobles in Denerim. Take pride, my friend. We are remaking the Irregulars into a political force.
No, you gotta die.
Entitled to your opinion, but I think my men might disagree with you.
Yeah, I'm not worried
Men,
about them in
to
the
me.
least.
Enemies approaching!
So yeah, you can basically get him to, I think, give you money. Or you could just say, you know what, I'm not going to be part of this and walk away altogether. But we're just going to go through and kill him.
I am your death.
Alright, and that is that. We're going to go trade this quest in back at Denerim. And then we're basically going to be done. For the stream. Because the next stream will be the conclusion to Dragon Age Origins. I just have to make my way back to Denerim. And I'm actually going to stop at the party camp first. Actually, no, we'll, yeah, that's fine. I don't need anybody else with me. I'm literally just going to trade in a quest and then come back to the camp. Come on, there we go. Yeah, so the next stream is going to be the last one for the main story. It's honestly, it hasn't taken as long as I was expecting it to. Again, though, like most of the streams I've done for this one have been longer because of that. Because there's a lot of Dragon Age stuff to go through. So after we complete that, we're going to have the next 3 streams after that will be standalone DLC.
Dwarven crafts. Find dwarven crafts.
And what I'll do is I'll put a poll up for which one you want me to go through first. And the option that gets the most votes will be the first one that I do. The option that gets the second highest number of votes will be the second one that I do. And then the final one that I do will be obviously the last one that's left. And then we'll move on to Dragon Age Awakening.
Your efforts are greatly appreciated.
So that's basically it. There's only... Oh, yeah, so yeah, we're never going to finish that. We're never going to finish the Herbalist quest. That's fine. And we're never going to get that 12th letter. I mean, you'd think, 11 would still be worth something, right? I do like the idea of looking it up, though, and just seeing. Because that's something I can do before the next stream.
Dwarven crafts. Find dwarven.
Oh, there's stuff I can sell to you.
There's every.
Yeah, we don't need any of this stuff. And you know what? We don't need those crystals either. I might regret that, but I don't think I will. Actually, I probably should have kept some of those Mabari Crunch, but I don't think I need the dog character to be in the... So in the final section, there's a point where we actually split the party into two groups. But I think I've got enough characters that I don't need the dog to be in one of them, or any of them. I guess something I could have done was just buy a bunch of crafting materials that I can give to the Dalish. I might see what Bodon has. Bodon might have some of those things that I can buy. You know what? Screw it. Let's just give them the Master Runes. I don't need them. It's one of those things, right? Like you always say to yourself, like I'll hold on to that in case I need it later. I'm never gonna need it later. So we'll give them a total of 200 sovereigns. I don't think there's a limit.
Generous is always worth it.
Yeah, so we've done everyone's personal companion quest, except for Liliana's. Because she wants to be difficult, and I think we're pretty much at the point where that's just no longer going to be an option.
Ah, I heard the Arl has kindly offered my son and
Oh,
I
crap, that was unique
exchange
dialogue.
supplies. I'm happy to help him. And you too, of course. If you have need of my wares, you have but to ask. I'm sure you'll be pleased.
Okay, yeah, he's going to go to Redcliffe with us. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff there that, one metal shard, yeah, okay, that's not worth it. Okay, yeah, there's a bunch of this stuff that we're just gonna sell it all. Yep, so all that stuff. We still have almost 200 gold after giving 100 gold to the knights. All right, so we are at the end game. So that's it for the stream. We accomplished quite a bit. We escaped from jail. We completed the lands meet. We've done all of the quests that we're going to be able to do, except for the very final one. And in the next stream, we are going to put an end to the Blight and slay the Archdemon. As also, we're going to discover some of the secrets of the Grey Warden. So that's going to be interesting as well. So we're going to be in for a very fun final session for the main playthrough. There's still plenty of Dragon Age Origins to go through, though. We still have got all kinds of DLC. We've got the expansion, which will probably be a good 3 to 4 streams as well. So it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. So just want to thank everyone who took time to pop in and check out this stream. Sword Talon 1, Kamikaze Kid. Kamikaze Kid's actually streaming right now on his channel, going through and doing some classic Shadowrun. I can't remember if he's doing the one based off of the Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis. I think it's the Super Nintendo one. But you should definitely check that out if you're watching this live. If not, and you're watching this on YouTube or watching it as it's just available for a couple of weeks here on Twitch, I do appreciate it. And if you're watching on YouTube also, let me know how you handled the situation with Loghain. Did you have Alistair execute him? Did you make him a Grey Warden? Let me know what your how you handled that. But yeah, so thank you guys very much. On Friday, I will be doing my Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic stream. And then next week, we're back with our regular schedule as well. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. We're going to finish the main story here. And then Knights of the Old Republic again on next Friday. So yeah, really looking forward to it. Thanks a lot. Again, I always appreciate the support. And I will see you all next time. Let that finish saving first. Alright, I'll see you all next time. Take care.